Today I'll show you the crochet pattern for my pot holder that I used to turn this Maxwell House coffee tin into a beautiful flower pot. Alright, so we're going to use some Bernat Handicrafter cotton yarn, a 4mm crochet hook. Of course, you'll need some scissors. You can use a stitch marker, optional but not required. I have linked materials below so that you can go ahead and order them straight to your door if you need, and the written pattern's available there too. So we're going to go by making our starting loop, and we're going to work a chain of 25. So go ahead and get your starting loop on your hook, yarn over your hook, and you're just going to pull through the loop. And we're going to do that 25 times. So go ahead and work your chain of 25. And then once you get to the end, just come right back here and I'll show you the next step. All right, so we're going to go ahead and in the second chain from the hook, work a single crochet. Push your hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull right through both loops on your hook. And that's a single crochet. We're going to go ahead and work one single crochet into each chain down the row. And remember, because we started in the second, by the end of this row, you should have 24. So go ahead and do that and then come on back. All right, so we're going to chain one and turn our work. You're going to work a half double crochet, yarn over, push your hook through your stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Slip stitch in the next, so just push your hook through, yarn over, pull right through. And we're just going to continue all the way down the row, alternating between half double crochet and slip stitches all the way down. Okay. And now at the end of that row, you're going to chain one and turn your work. Because you finished the last row on a half double crochet, we're going to start with a slip stitch. We want to work all of our slip stitches into the half double crochets from the previous row and all of our half double crochets into the slip stitches from the previous row. And that's how you get that really nice moss stitch textured look. So go ahead and do that all the way down. You're going to work a total of 75 rows, or however you might need for the width around whatever pot that you're working. Just continue following the moss stitch as you go. Okay, so now that we finished those rows, we're just going to work one single crochet into every single stitch all the way down. Okay, so just one single crochet in every single stitch all the way down your row. When you get to the end of the row, come on back. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and chain one, and we're going to line up our work. And we'll need to close a seam here. So line up your work, and then being sure to work through both sides at the same time so we can close it. We're going to make a seam here. You're going to work slip stitches right through, okay? So push your hook through both sides of your work and yarn over and just pull right through your loops. Okay, so just go ahead and continue working slip stitches all the way down and then come back. Okay, so now we got to the end of that row, you're going to chain one, and just to make a nice clean edge, we're going to work a half double crochet evenly all the way around. So it's a little bit tricky. It could be a little awkward pushing through because you're not working in any actual stitches right now, you're working along the side of your work. So you're kind of having to create those spaces. So just follow the rows to make sure that all of your stitches are evenly spaced, and go ahead and work half double crochets evenly all the way around, and then come back here when you get back to the beginning and we'll finish it off. Okay, so now you're back at the beginning. You're going to close with a slip stitch in that chain one space. And pull a bit of a tail end out. You're going to fasten it off and just use a yarn needle to hide all of the tail ends, weave them in and out. Your work is inside out, so flip it around and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this pattern. I thought it was a great way to just reuse coffee tins that are around the house anyway. I held on to a couple and thought this would be a nice way to be able to store my tulips while I'm waiting for the weather to get nice enough to plant them outside. and thought I would share with you. So this is a great pattern, easy to adapt to really any pot. Just make sure you take those measurements and work the amount of rows based on the size you need around the pot you're working on. And your starting chain would be for the height. So go ahead and check out the links in the description below. And of course, please don't forget to like and subscribe.